Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Uncle Bruce here. Stock Markets with Bruce. We're back for the last hour of trading today and the first hour of the aftermarket for Monday, June the 7th, 2021. Welcome welcome all back to the channel. Hope you had a nice little break. Watching the markets closely to see what is going on. Trying to follow all the latest developments. Noticing VGAC. Interesting little pattern happening here. I'm not quite sure to make of it, but the shares were sitting in this, as you know, the shares are sitting around $9.98, $9.99, $10, and they're always kind of sitting there. This morning before the market opened, they were at 10.06 on the pre-market for a little while. Not a lot of volume, but nonetheless. Anyway, looks like around 2:40 this afternoon, ballpark. The shares dove down to 972. I have no explanation for it. I have no answer. I have a guess, and I'll give you my guess in a sec. They then came back and recovered to about the 990 something level. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to double check this right here. They seem to have they started dropping at around 2:30 in the afternoon. And then by 2:43 or so, 2:45, they were at 972, 973. And then a few minutes after that, by 2:55, 994-ish, and right at the moment, 991. Volume on the day for VGAC, and I'm going to get that off of my phone here. I think it's a bit more accurate. Right now, VGAC volume, 1.5 million. 1.5 million. That's, I think, more than normal, or more than, let's say, lately. How about that? And right now 991. And my guess, here's my guess. Take it for what it's worth. The vote is in. They've tallied up all the votes from all the shareholders from the electronic proxies, all the proxies that were issued. And they came up with a tally, and they're done. And it's they got the majority by far, and it could well be that they've done a preliminary close of the votes and left it at that. And the market maker was informed that we're doing the meeting in 3 days. 72 hours from now, we're having the vote, and we don't need to make the market anymore. Let the market be what it wants to be. And that was that. Now, I'm guessing, again, I am just purely guessing that, do you think that there's actually a short run going on this thing? Is it possible that there are short sellers trying to attack this deal before the shareholder vote and thinking that on the aftermarket, the stock would be lower than 10? I think they're crazy myself, but then again, you can't account for the bravery and the brains of short sellers. They're an animal unlike any other. In any event, I know there's 4.6 million shares shorted on the stock. That has been public knowledge forever. It's 9.1% of the actual float of the company, which is 50 million shares. So there you have it. Maybe that's what it was. Or on the other hand, the broker just, that's it. No more bids and asks. We're letting the market just be what it is. And selling came in a little bit, and people got nervous. I don't know why. You can sell the stock at $10 to the company if you want this deal. I am completely dumbfounded as to why anyone would sell 3 days before the shareholder meeting to be taken over by 23andMe and have it be funded by $950 million. I don't know. It is the quirkiest thing, right? As I'm speaking to you, it's coming back up again. It's up to 993 again as it inches its way up. So I don't know. Is it going to be at 10.15 at the end of the day today? Could be. Could it be 9.80? Could be. Could be right at $10. Probably will be. I don't know. I just kind of wonder. Isn't that odd? Isn't that the weirdest thing? I do what I can, kids. The markets in general, the Dow down 141. It's been down now since about noon. It kind of reached its low level, and then it dipped a little lower in the last right around 2 o'clock, 2:15 Eastern. But it's now sitting around a dip of 141 points. That's 0.41 of 1%. We're not even down a half a percentage point on the Dow. We're talking quiet. S&P down 0.14 of a percentage point. That's 5.6 points. NASDAQ actually is the winner today, up 50, 0.37. I think NASDAQ is the winner because of Biogen. I think Biogen came out today. They got an approval for an Alzheimer's treatment, some kind, from the FDA or something like this, and that helped has helped that stock dramatically, like 150, 60 bucks. It's gone up into the 400s, and that might be moving the Nasdaq. Just my guess. I'm trying to put it together as best I can. Anyway, that's what I understand, what I think is happening. SOFI today, interesting day. The shares were this morning just around the break-even mark of about 2075. They were a little lower than on the opening, 2060. Then they got up into the 2090 range, and then they backed off to the low of the day around 9:59 this morning. About, again, half an hour into the opening, you were at 2036 for like a moment. And then they popped up to that 2075, back to the 2050, 60 range. And now it's climbed all the way back. It is now running 2139, 2140, up 58 cents. The high of the day, 2147. And it looks like the stock might hit a new high, or may have just done that just a little while ago. So it looks quite good as it is climbing here again, which is great. So SOFI at 2140, 2137, 2145, somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll be happy with the gain. Obviously, always take a gain. But it was 19 something in the pre-market, like the high 19s in the pre-market. Not many traded there, but a few did. Somebody was dumb enough to sell. 4.2 million traded today. Not great, like not unbelievably heavy duty, but steady volume. And let's say it's got an up chart going for it today. GameStop 272 right now. High of the day on GameStop looks like it was $282. So it was $10 higher than this, or $9.50 higher than this. And that seemed to occur around the 1 o'clock mark, around the 1 o'clock window, somewhere between 12:51 and about 152. For a good hour, the shares were generally in the 276 to 282 range. They got up there, they plateaued there, and then they backed off a bit. And now for the last little while, since 2 o'clock until now, so that's a couple hours, or at least an hour anyway, they have now been sitting around between 270 and 273 steady. So there was a plateau here, then it went up to a plateau here, now it's back to a plateau here. $24 gain today. Am I complaining? Not really. I'm not complaining. $24 gain? Okay. 5.1 million shares. It has not taken any volume of note to make the stock go up $23, $24 a share. It just has not required heavy duty volumes. And I'm finding that interesting. By the way, VGAC is $9.95 now. It's coming back up here. AMC, been an interesting day for AMC. They're now sitting at 53.21. They got as high as 59.68 for a little while. They also had this little plateau, but they had a higher plateau, but now a lower plateau. Whereas GameStop has not given up the gains like AMC seems to be, although AMC is only off a couple more dollars. It got up to, like I said, 59. It's now 53, still up 533 on the day. Volume on AMC today is 311 million. Heavy compared to normal, but not like last week. It's not doing 400 to 500, 600 million a day. And with an hour to go, 52 minutes, maybe 350, 360 million might be the day, unless it has a real heavy close. We'll watch for that. But it is a gain at the moment. Will it hold it is the question. We'll have to wait and see, as we always do. Gores Holdings giving up some gains, unfortunately. It was as low as 14.10 around noon. It got back up to that 14.35 range, and now it is back to 14.12, near its low of the day, up 8 cents on the day on 242,000. And we have not yet heard a word from Gores officially from any source. Nothing today anyway, so I have nothing new for you there. We'll have to wait for that one. Other than that, on our SPACs and other stocks, like I said, VGAC now $9.95. SOFI $21.43, up 61 cents. FWAA, which is a fifth wall acquisition. I want to keep calling this a fifth wheel. I just cannot get fifth wheel out of my head. Fifth wall acquisition up a dime, 1058. Sort of jumps between 1040 and 1060 these days. Just kind of jumping around between those levels, kind of hanging in there. Navsite Holdings 994, up a penny. VACQ at 1007, down 8 cents officially on the day. FAII is now 1001. That is its highest level of the day. Waiting for its meeting, of course. That is in 8 days. So in 8 days, Fortress Value has their shareholder meeting to approve their merger with ATI Physical Therapy. So we'll be there. SVAC up 2 cents to 9.98 today. That's Starboard Value merging with Sixtra, the computer server farm company, and we're waiting for that official meeting as well. That official shareholder vote meeting. Still no report on it, no release on it at the moment. So day to day, minute to minute, week to week, month to month, whatever it takes, we'll be there. We will be there to cash in handsomely, I think, when it's all said and done. SOFI 2144, now reaching its higher level, the higher level of the day here. That's a good sign as it's gaining strength as the afternoon is going through here. So SOFI definitely moving up. I hope you got some more options today. I know a bunch of you were telling me this morning you did, and you're also picking up some cheap stock this morning in the low 20s. Well done. It is climbing now, 21.44 on SOFI. GameStop 271.72, AMC 52.82, Gores at 14.14, and Virgin Group VGAC 994, 995 right now is what we have on the stock. Alrighty, interesting times, never a dull moment. Let's see what the market wants to give us. Will the Dow come up with a bit of a rally at the end today? I don't know. The oil price down 42 cents a barrel to 69.20. So not much happening on that patch at this point in time. Okay, thank you all for being here. Any comments, whatever, I'll see what I can do here. Martin, hi. Martin Van Norstrand. Welcome, Martin, to the channel as a new member to the show. And also heads up to Fred B. Fred has joined this channel as well. Thanks, Fred, for coming in here. Both of you guys for joining in. Appreciate this. Fantastic to see new members coming on in here. Fantastic stuff. Should I be thinking of selling my SOFI calls for 718? Am I losing money with the daily time expiration? You could have been, but you're probably now gaining again. But at 21.39, where we are now, you're still 360 out of the money. And so you might be looking at a possible rollover. But on the other hand, you're talking July. This is June. You've got 5-6 weeks. I think for the next 2 weeks, you sit tight. You don't do anything for the next couple of weeks. Because the way it's looking now, Farmer, is if the shares were to run into the 25 neighborhood, those calls will likely hit the $3 mark at money. And hopefully you're ahead of the game at that point. So just keep an eye on it. At the moment, you probably not want to make a move at this point. Give it a couple more weeks because the shares could easily be 28 to 30 between now and then. And you'll have had a nice, I'm sure you'll have a nice score. But there you have it. This is another thing about why you don't buy calls too close in, especially if they're out of the money a ways. Now, he could have bought those calls when the stock was 24 and he was only $1 out of the money at that point. That, you know, I want to be fair to Farmer. But on the other hand, you bought July's and not January's. And so there you have it. Anyway, there you go. Pulse Guitar. I bought $915 worth of SOFI today. 2075 early this morning. Feels good. I would bet you it does. This, again, is an example of what I talked about this morning with Pulse Guitar is a classic example. He has $915. And he wanted to put it into SOFI. He didn't have to guess how many shares he could buy. He just put in an order for how much money he wanted to put into it, and that was the end of it. And if he's got some shares with fractional ownership, so be it. It doesn't matter. In today's world, you can buy stock in dollar amounts, not share amounts. You don't have to buy 50 shares or 80 shares or set number. You can just buy dollars amount of stock. When it comes time to sell, he can just put in a market sell order, or he can put in a sell order for his entire amount and set his sell price. Yes, he can, and enter the order. Wait to see if he gets a fill. But to be able to buy, $915 worth of stock, when in my day, when I was a broker back in 1980, 81, 82, you would not call me. You just wouldn't call me to give me an order for $800 of stock. You just wouldn't do it because your commissions would just kill you. The minimums were, I think, $25 when I started. But by the mid 80s, we were charging $50 minimum commissions in and out. So you had to pay $100 to flip stock in and out. And you did not buy $800 worth of stock and hope it went to 950 and sold it, made a quick $50. That did not happen. There was no day trading really available. That really didn't exist. It was a rare day, and it did happen on the odd occasion, very rare day where I would do a day trade with a client, or it would be a trade in a day or two. Because sometimes we would catch a flyer. We'd hear something about an oil and gas company or mining company or whatever it was back in 79, 80, 81, 82. And we'd pick up, 1,000 shares or two. But the likelihood is that the purchase would have been $5 or $10 or $20,000 worth of stock, not $800 or $500 or $900 worth of stock. I didn't have clients with accounts that were trading with me that had $500 in their accounts. The only accounts I had that had $500 in their accounts were accounts that I was given by my manager after a broker was asked to leave or walked out because he couldn't cut it. And the client used to have a $30,000 account, and now there's $500 left in the account, and that's what I get. And the manager says to me, "Hey, Bruce, why don't you give the guy a call, see if you can get some business with him?" And sure, I call the guy, and I get half an hour of, "That son of a bitch put me in a bunch of crap, and I lost all my money, never deal with you guys again." That's what I would get going. But sir, yeah. And there was a reason why certain brokers would say to the manager, "Don't give me any of those accounts from that loser who just got kicked out of here. I don't want any of his clients." But I remember in the early days when I was one of the younger brokers, you got these accounts. You didn't like it, or it didn't matter if you didn't launder them or not. You got them, and your job was to report to the manager, who did you call and what happened. And so you're writing on a little sheet of paper. You're writing, "I called Mr. So-and-so, and he told me what a scumbag this guy was, and he wants just send me a check for what's left, and I'm out of here." It would be a rare day indeed that I would salvage an account. The fun thing would be, though, when you would get a phone call. A phone call would come in to the front office, of the reception, and would come in, and the receptionist would say, "There's a Mr. Jones on the phone for you." And I'm going, "Mr. Jones?" And I'm going, "I know who that's so-and-so's former client, the guy who just got out of here." So I'll answer the phone, and Mr. Jones will go, "Bruce, is that you?" I go, "Yeah, how you doing?" He said, "Hey, pretty good, buddy." And I'll know the guy because he may have been in the office a couple of times, and I gave him a quote or two, or he was, when the broker, that no longer with us, when he took a couple of days off or he was sick for a day or two, I would take over the books for him and handle his accounts. And I may have talked to Mr. Jones, 2 months ago and given him some information on the markets. Mr. Jones now is calling up and saying, "Hey, listen, I just found out that Charlie is no longer with your firm. Is that right?" I said, "Yeah, Charlie has chosen to move on." Voluntarily or involuntarily. "Well, can you handle my account? I want you to be my broker." And the guy said, "I've lost all kinds of money with this guy, but I only gave him a taste of what I got. And I like your style. I know that I couldn't have transferred to you when he was there, but now that he's gone, can I shift over?" I said, "Well, let me check with my manager and see who you are being given to. Hang on a sec." So I would go to my manager and I say, "Hey, listen, I've got Mr. Jones on the line. Charlie, one of Charlie's guys. He wants me to take over his account. He just phoned in." And the manager generally would believe me that I wasn't poaching the guy. He was generally going, "Well, he called you. Oh, geez, yeah, take this guy off." And I was going to give this guy to so-and-so. "No, you can have him salvage this account. Can you salvage him?" I said, "I might be able to. It's going to take some work." And so sure enough, I would get the account. And then I say, "Okay, Mr. Jones, I'm your broker now. So let's get together and figure out what the hell's going on." And then we would meet, and either I'd go to his office or we would meet for lunch the next day somewhere out of the office. But I wouldn't bring him in. I would meet him on his turf to go over where you're at so he can talk to me in confidence without being surrounded by all these other listening, prying ears, because sometimes you're in these open pits and you wanted the privacy thing. So slowly but surely you build up your book, but sometimes you were given accounts that were just basket case accounts. And oh gosh, Charlie hadn't talked to this guy in a year. They lost money. They lost money 13 months ago, and the last conversation between the two didn't go well, and there were no more conversations. And so, yeah, we would basically close those accounts out once we talked to these guys to find out they didn't want to deal with any of us anymore. And so, fair enough. You do what you have to do, and you move on. Anyway, there you have it. Fun times. It's good to see that you got some stock at 2075. How I went from this tangent to the other tangent sometimes amazes even myself. Anyway, there you go. Thank you. Uncle Bruce, help. I've done nothing at work for the past 2 weeks, but I've obsessively checked my stocks and I watch your streams. So you're working. You're a hedge fund manager. You're watching your hedge fund. That's what you're doing. Stock markets with Bruce. When VGAC dropped 20 cents, their contracts were barely affected. Is this a telling sign or meaningless? It's a telling sign to a degree, because the option holders do not care what the stock does today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. They care about the 23andMe company. That's right. So yeah, 994 on VGAC now on a volume of 1.54 million shares. Interesting. All right. Looks like at 2:30, it looks like they removed the leash from VGAC. That's possible. Hi, Bruce. I'm a member of both channels now. Got most of the stocks you recommended. I had to switch accounts because the bank wouldn't let me buy calls. Right on, Fred. Right on, buddy. Way to go, man. Thank you for coming over here, too. And it's great to have you, buddy. This is good stuff. Speaking of the other channel, I have two channels. The other channel I have is Stock Markets Traveling with Bruce, and I'll be on live tonight twice on that channel, 7 o'clock Eastern for members, for the sponsor member hangout show, and 8 o'clock for anybody. Come on over. We're going to talk cruise ship news today at 8 o'clock. You're welcome to join us tonight on Traveling with Bruce at 8 o'clock Eastern, where we talk cruise ships every Monday night. Steve, Uncle Bruce, my broker doesn't do options. How risky is it to transfer brokers? How risky? Trying to avoid cashing out and buying back in. You shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to transfer the existing account as is to another house. All positions, cash and stock, one transfer, and you continue forward from there. That's how it can be done. Unless that firm insists you cash out, that's the only other way you have to go. But then you're just cashing out in the stock, and then you transfer money over there, and then you selectively begin to pick off what you want to buy back at what price you're happy buying it. And maybe it'll take a few days to get what you want. Maybe you're going to change your account a little bit. That might be a way to go. All right. What else have we got going here? Thank you guys for popping through here and seeing me. Carter Cole, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Very good. Let's go. Just got another call, reminded me to vote for VGAC. Right on. Dovilas. Dear Uncle Bruce, you are talking about options so often. So I bought SOFI at 454, Jan 21, 22 and a half calls. Is that too expensive? How to define if expensive or not? Can't wait for your classes. I look at it this way. You've got an 8-month contract and into next year. And we know what SOFI can do, in not too long a time frame. And what are we looking for SOFI to do? Really, the value of the company, as far as I'm concerned, is $28 to $30 in actual book terms. That's my opinion. At $30 a share, you have a $750 contract book value plus time. Even if you lose some time value and it's still worth $3 on the clock, $750 plus 3, you got a $10.50 contract. You paid $4.54. You're making money. This stock goes to 35 and you are smiling ear to ear because you probably got yourself a $15, $16 contract and you've got a nice return here on this investment. So, okay, good stuff. You're in there and you got plenty of time to let the stock do what it's going to do. Fabulous. Thank you, everybody, for popping in here. And yeah, you got a new Apple Mini and it's fast. Yeah, I have the new, I bought a new MacBook Pro last summer and this machine is just phenomenal. I'm so pleased with this computer. It just can take anything I can give it. It's amazing how powerful this machine is. I'm really pleased. AB, hey Bruce, was eyeing getting one SOFI call for $25 in January, but it's like $430. There's a 22.5 for $370 for October. Maybe buying one October and roll it forward. You can look at that. And the other option you can look at is more, but you look at a $17.50 SOFI. Then you're buying $3 of book value, or right now, $3, so $18.50, $19, $20, $4. You're buying $4 of book value and maybe $2 of premium. So it's a $6 contract, but 4 is book value. But otherwise, October 2250. Take a look at that, and then look at a rollover down the road. Yep, that could be done. What else have we got here? Thank you, everybody. We got folks talking to each other, giving each other answers to questions, which is beautiful. And Uncle Bruce, I missed this morning. I know you do all of this just for me. SOFI 3035, absolutely. Going to the moon. There we go. Hour more. Can anyone tell me if NSH is one of Uncle Bruce's recommendations? Nav site? Yes, it is. It's one of the ones I like. And there it is. There's your answer right there. SOFI, $100 by the end of the year. How about that? I don't think anyone will be upside down on that, would it? I think everybody will be ahead of the game if that's going to happen. Boy, have you ever thought about what your contracts will be worth if the stock hit 100 a share? Have you ever thought of that? That's, yeah, pretty good stuff. Canman, I dipped into the options market. I picked up 5 Navstar November 21st calls with at 90 cents. And I'm excited. Hope this test run goes well. It's a whole new world. So you bought this November calls, but what options did you get? Did you pick up the 10s or the 1250s? But that's got to be one of the two, I would imagine. Alrighty, good going. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Appreciate this. We've got the Dow down 133, just a tiny bit better than when I started this last hour, but it has been slowly getting better in a micro kind of way, but I don't see a big wave coming in here. Let's see if something changes. S&P is down 3.7 points, and NASDAQ is up 71. It's 20 points stronger than when I started this show about, what was that, 26 minutes ago or whatever it was. So a little better. Maybe the Dow will improve as well. Alex, thank you for this donation. Bruce, I'm looking into investing in FAII, Fortress, for $15 call options into November. Currently, I'm seeking a 1250 and a 15 strike price at around 165 to 155. Would this be a good deal? 1250s would be definitely the preferred choice. If you're going to go 15s, you got to go out further. I would go out then to December, January, February next year. But 1250s, yeah. If they're 165 range, pick them up. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for that donation as well. And yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so 21.34 on SOFI right now, up 52 cents. High of the day, 21.47. We've got other stocks we're watching here. Let's take a look here. We've got our friends over at SOFI, like I said, 21.36. GameStop, 273.78. Looks like a little uptick coming back here. AMC, 53.88. Looks like a tad better. They seem to have been down to 52.50. Now they're 53.90. So they're improving a little bit now. Still up $6 on the day, basically, on 322 million shares. That's AMC. Gores, 14.12, up 8 cents. VGAC, 9.94 now. Been trading around 9.94, 9.95, something like that, on 1.57 million. Higher volume than normal. Fifth Wall, 10.60, up 12 cents. Vector, 10.07, down 8 cents. Volume on Vector, 462,000. Waiting for the merger date, the announcement for the shareholder vote. Nav site, 9.94, up a penny here. It's been between 9.93, 9.92, and 9.95 all day today. Only 35,000 traded. Starboard value, 9.98, up a couple of cents here. Volume of 592,000. I get the impression something's brewing. That's good to see. And FAII now 10.02, high of the day, 10.02 on 1 million. And you can tell that we're coming within the week of that meeting. That meeting is coming up a week and a week from now. Right on, fabulous. All right, let's see where we end up here as we come into the last 30 or so minutes of the day. We've got lots to watch, lots to keep on top of. I picked up NavSite $15 calls for November at 45 cents a couple of days ago. Nice pickup there. And let's see. Let's go. How are we doing here? Costco got me an extra year warranty and 10% less than buying the new Mini at the Apple Store. Right on. And I've got enough to buy 100 Nav NSH or Fifth wall. Which one should I go for? There you go. All right, NSH or fifth wall. Got enough to buy 100. I'm assuming shares, not contracts. I'm assuming shares. And NSH. Which way to go? Wow. Your call, man. You can't go wrong with either one of them. I'm telling you right now. I don't have a favorite. I don't like one over the other. It's not like, I don't rank them necessarily. I rank them in kind of timing. Well, the NAVs, the NAV will be first because it's been out longer. The FWAA will be later, fifth wall. But you got to decide where to go on this one. All right, moving on here. Let's go. Yeah, watch the bid ask on SVAC options. Don't overpay. Just try to bid above the bid price. Don't go on the offer. Exactly. Could you buy more VGAC at 94 so I can get it under 990? Thank you. Yeah, if you buy them, they're guaranteed to go down if you get them first, and then I'll pick up the pieces under you after after the sell off after you get in. Friends, there's friends here, real loving, caring people. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, please buy at $9.95. Okay. Thanks again. Oh man. Yeah. No, Clayton. No, Clayton. I don't care about this stock. I'm not covering it. I'm not talking about it. I'm not going to talk about them. AB got 122.50 SoCal call for 370. I got 123 for October. Thanks, Bruce. We'll see how it does in a couple months. Maybe you can roll some profits in the future calls. That's the idea. Well, maybe you go from October, in another month or so from now or two. You get out of October and get into March or April or something like that. Yeah, it can be done. We'll see what happens, my friend. Everything will be, everything becomes clearer the further down the highway we go, right? 21.23 on SoFi, up 41 cents. 2.74 on GameStop, up $25.68. AMC up 5.90 to 53.81. Gores at 14.09, up a nickel on the day. VGAC 9.94, down 6 cents today. Been an interesting afternoon on VGAC. All of a sudden, but it's become rather interesting. Watching that, there's dips here. Let's go. I'm trying to get 5 to 10 contracts on each SPAC you've recommended. So even if 2 or 3 of them flop, I'm covered by the other ones. If one of them really takes off, I don't miss it. Well, this is it. You pick up 7 or 8 different SPAC contracts and you get out long enough. You've got 8 months for each of these to deliver something. And man, you get one of these stocks going to just 30, one going to 25, a couple going to 22. The rest sit at 12 or 15. You made money in every single one of them. And there's that. If all of them sit between 12 and 16 a share for a while, you've got winners and others you're breaking even on. So, yeah, I mean, you spread the wealth. But I think these SPACs can have a nice run through the summer and the fall. But that's just me. Anyway, there you go. Fantastic. Thank you guys for showing up here with me. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're here. Let's go. Bruce, could I get a copy of next month's Stock Market with Uncle Bruce today, please? I need to become outrageously wealthy right now. So could you give me the copy of next month's now, so I'm ahead of the game? I'll position myself now, and then when you give it to everyone else, you tell everybody else what to do, I'll already be in the chips. Now this Doug is thinking. Doug is not, he doesn't sit idly by dreaming upon a star. The guy is made of action, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the kind of chutzpah, the kind of gumption that we're looking for out there. That's right. This is how stock winners are created. You gotta love that. Hi, Uncle Bruce. What's your take on shorting of treasury bonds as an answer to the inflation? Much love from Francis, soon to the moon. I have no thoughts on this. I know nothing about it, and I'm not gonna learn either. I couldn't care less. James, nobody talk about thumbs ups. We're due some Yoko at the end of this market. Oh, are we gonna get Yoko in here? Kayla, Uncle Bruce, maybe Jen can make you an afternoon bagel. How are we doing on the thumbs ups here? Are we? Oh, we're in trouble. Oh man, are we in big trouble? 348, 352 on the thumbs ups. We only have 352 thumbs ups. It's good to see there's only 17. Well, there's 19 on the downside. There were only 17. There's now 19 on the downside. So we're almost 20-1 on the thumbs up down ratio, but 386 thumbs ups is not going to save you from listening to a couple of tracks of Yoko today. Man, I'm going to need 1,000 thumbs ups as soon as humanly possible here. And we have 1,236 people here. And oh man, are you guys sitting on your thumbs? You are not sharing them today. I get it. I get it. You don't like me anymore. I understand. It was something I said, and maybe I combed my hair on the wrong side today. I get it. It's nothing personal, but it's personal. I understand. Thank you. Anyway, I'm going to the quarter cry now. Doug, this ain't Back to the Future, says John Van. He ain't gonna. He doesn't have that almanac hanging around from 1955 with all the predictions. Anyway, something, Uncle Bruce, I'm up over 200% of my SOFI contracts. You are the man. Well, you tell that to all the folks who aren't giving me thumbs up. So you tell that to them because they don't believe you. No, Yoko, no. Yoko will make the stonk moon. We want Yoko. Oh, there are the Yoko wanters and the Yoko I don't wanters. We got it going here. Oh man, it's worth a bit of Yoko just to see Bruce dance. So you got to go with that. Yeah, but that's when you paid me to play her. You see, when you pay me to play her, I'm in a better mood. You see, you don't pay me to play her, and I have to play her. How can I be happy about that? See, I'm just saying, man, Yoko for president. It's definitely how you combed your hair today, especially in the middle here. That area, the way you combed it today, you gave off that bald look, and you were not giving me a thumbs up, buddy. We're not doing it. Miyota, my Yodi, welcome to the channel as a new member. Hey, do the Yoko, man. Video, James, thank you for this donation. 5 times, June 18th, $28 calls at 60 cents. Think these will be a hit or a miss. On AMC, you're a winner. On SoFi, I'm no comment. A waffle, just cause it's a boring day, let alone sitting on your thumbs, shots fired. Oh no, Kayla, thank you, Kayla, for this donation. This is for Jen. Payment for burning your bagel tomorrow if you play Yucky Yoko today. Oh man, she's being paid money to burn my bagel if I play Yoko. If I have the audacity to do that. Oh my gosh, where are we at on the thumbs ups now? 525. So there's where we're at. 525 thumbs ups, 19 on the downside. We need 1,000 thumbs ups to keep Yoko away. And she's within arm's reach, She's always here. Yoko is right here, ready to go on the turntable, which is right behind me. And we can crank a couple of tracks here, and we're gonna have a dance off. I'm just saying, it's in your hands. Yoko is waiting. This 1985 Polydor record can go on the turntable at any time. 549 thumbs up, so we need 451 to keep her off the turntable. And I don't know if you guys have got it in you today to really want to do that. You seem to want me to play Yoko rather than not. I don't know. I wonder. We'll see. I try to give you fair warning here, guys. I'm just saying. I don't know. You might need to play Yoko royalties someday. Maybe she should pay me. Maybe she should be paying me royalties for putting that thing through hell. I'm telling you, those speakers, they're old. They can't take this kind of. Yoko is coming back. That's where Yoko sucks. Hey, Uncle Bruce. Yesterday's meeting was great. Thank you, Wendy, for this. Thank you for all the info. Now I have to call my broker and figure out how to do this on their platform. Wish me luck. Right on. Right on, Wendy. Yes, you have work to do. Yes, you're doing your due diligence as you said you would, and now you're going to do some work. Right on. It was a pleasure meeting with you yesterday, Wendy. We had fun yesterday, and all of you that I met over the weekend, those were good sessions. All of them were fantastic. I already gave a thumbs up, even if I recognize I have fun having some Yoko time. Steve Rush, thumbs down for Yoko. Well, thumbs down isn't going to help you. You can give a thumbs down all you want, but that doesn't mean Yoko isn't going to get played. Yoko is still potentially coming on the turntable. If you're not giving me 1,000 thumbs ups, that's a sign that you want and you need and you desire Yoko on my turntable. That's what you're telling me. That's how I'm interpreting it. 586 thumbs ups now, 414 to go to avoid Yoko Ono in 21 minutes. That's what we need. 414 thumbs ups in 21 minutes to avoid Yoko Ono being played on this turntable right here. Unbelievable. We're now at 590. We need 410 now. They're coming through. We're about to break 600 thumbs ups, but we got to get to 1,000 to avoid this calamity. Unless that's what you really want. I'm just saying. I just don't know. Hey, can we just pay to dance then? Can we just thumbs up, Bruce? Thanks, Uncle B. I'm up 200% of VGAC. Woo-hoo! Bought VGAC options for January 21, $10 strike for $265. Something tells me you're up, or you're in good shape. You're going to be up. Yeah, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. VGAC $9.98, almost back to $10 again. Eddie, Bruce, did you watch on YouTube the video clip of the Hell Paradise song, hilarious and filmed on Wall Street? I don't think I've seen it yet. I probably have not. Oh, no. Ona going, no Yoko, please. Mike, I thought this was the waffle world. J-Ray, rabbit pancakes are now known as Satan discs, just so you're aware. Satan discs. Oh, no. Ona's going, no, Yoko, no. Oh, man. Jen Doe, at one point do I buy to close the call contract I wrote for June 18 at 220? Do I just do the math and figure what it makes the most sense, or just consider it unfortunate? You wrote the 220 contract. We're at 275 on GameStop right now. June 18, you just sit tight. And you either get bought out, or you're going to buy them back at a much lower price. Otherwise, you're going to get bought out. Keep the premium, and we move on. We'll see what happens. Okay. I want to see Uncle Bruce wear glasses like Yoko does. Oh, no. I just want to be clear. I'm always in the no mo Yoko camp. That just sounding a call us saying, Uncle Bruce, is there still plastic on that Yoko album? Do you really want to crack that open? Well, it's got a slot there. It comes in and out of there. I just have it on there protected. It's precious, It's precious. What are you threatening me? Says Multi-Dog. Paul's Guitar. I just realized I have $31,106 on VGAC, SVAC, GHVI, SOFI combined. There. Here's to the you only live once life chart. Come on, stonks. I need to fund my dividend picks. There you go. Right on. Okay. Colin, he was just joshing you about those devil discs. He's always kidding around, Eddie, I second the motion. Come on, man. No Yoko. Right now, the Yoko meter, 633 has come in. 633 thumbs ups have come in. We still need 367 thumbs ups to avoid playing Yoko Ono, and we have 18 minutes to get them. So, folks, you got your work cut out for you. There are over 1,244 of you here, and we need 363 thumbs ups to avoid the Yoko calamity. And only you can prevent Yoko. So, guys, girls, help us out and hit those thumbs up. The good news is your GameStop is going higher. We're back up to 275, going for 276. That's a good sign on GameStop. We've got AMC at 54.68, up 6.78. That's climbing again. Gores is climbing a little bit to 14.18, up 14 cents. Virgin back to 9.98. That's coming back from the 9.72. So everything there is going all right. SoFi is at 21.12, up 30 cents. So everything is up. You just need a little bit of Yoko, a few thumbs ups to keep Yoko away. And you might have an okay day here. The Dow is still down 143, so it's not coming back. So we're on our own here. 667 are the thumbs ups right now. 673, we need 327 thumbs ups from you folks who can easily do it. These are free to hand out. That's all we're asking. Hand out some free thumbs ups and get us over the top. Thank you, everybody, so much. Uncle Bruce, please bury that Yoko album in a time capsule on the moon when you get there, okay? And the Ostis is saying, I'm about to reach 200% profit on GameStop. That calls for some Yoko. Oh, my gosh, they want to celebrate with her. Oh, my lordy, lordy, Lou. My. What's with this VGAC action a bit ago? We don't know. Bruce put Chuck Norris on his bagels for breakfast. No Yoko, I'd rather eat a ghost pepper. Kayla, are we going to have to form a resistance? What's happening here, Kay? Colin was not joshing. Dana, Colin, I'm in the same camp. A free thinker, I'm in Baltimore Bagel Crew. Rabbit, leaning tower of pancakes. I love pancakes. I really do. I love pancakes. I make a mean pancake. I make world famous pancakes when I make pancakes. My daughter refers to them as Dad's world famous pancakes, but they're made on special occasions. They're just not made for the willy-nilly of the world. No free Yoko, says Wally's World. 580th thumbs up, says Liz. I'm the 580th. Liz, I knew I could count on you from all the way in Europe. My North Americans are just sitting on their hands, but you in Europe are coming through for me like all Europeans always do. It seems the Norwegians, the Swedes, the Finns, the Germans, the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Italian, the Netherlanders, the Hollanders, the Belgians, the Denmarkers, the UKers, Irish, always come through. You guys always, because you know how well I can, articulate, where you're from. But in North America, it's kind of like, you got to show me something, man. You got to give me an incentive. I want a rebate. I want something from you, Bruce. 725 thumbs up. So we need 275 more to not play Yoko. Scott Coleman, talk about Europe. Scott Coleman, PayPal donation yet again from Scotland. Thank you, Scott, so much for that. I so appreciate it, from the UK. Donation on PayPal every time. It's awesome, man. You were incredible. Thank you. 733 thumbs ups. It's just not happening. The North Americans are just not giving me thumbs ups. It's the foreigners from way over. They're the ones coming through. And man, I love counting on you guys. It's all good. I've looked everywhere for the Yoko Sings the Polka. I can't find it anywhere. You are very exclusive. This is not easy to come across. James says, we deserve Yoko. Chuck Norris wouldn't last a minute on Bruce's bagel. Waffle, he might as well be Josh dangerously. No Yoko in the dark helmet machine. No Yoko in that Star Wars helmet machine over there from Star Wars. Oh God, too much fun. Thank you guys for so much having fun. Is it wrong to not give Bruce a thumbs up? I want Yoko. Then give him thumbs up after he plays Yoko. Oh man, I missed all this. GameStop 271. It's at 276. We're higher. These comments are hours old. I'm pro Yoko. Hey J Ray, Vic, it's wrong. I'm up 2% on 17.5 SoFi calls. Oh darn it, I might stick now. VGA hits $20. I'm sending that 1,000. I'm sending 1,000 in for Yoko. Damn right, Bruce. I love Yoko. I just don't like Yoko. What is GameStop? Let's see. 276 on GameStop. It's going higher. Dana, as per usual, these relationships, all these. Yoko broke up the Beatles. I don't like her anymore. Bertie, thank you so much for this donation. $99.99. Tony, SoFi is paying off. The Escalade is coming. Uncle Bruce, just because I'm your favorite nephew. Don't be mad, Bagel family. We can't all be the favorite. There you go. You see, can't all be the favorites, but I appreciate this. You're in the gold medal position all by yourself. The largest donation of the day to start this week, and I thank you. And I hope you folks out there are getting richer. That's what I'm praying for. 276 on your GameStop, 55 on AMC now, up 727. And Gore's at 1412. Virgin up to 998. VGAC. Okay. Thank you. Perfect, Uncle Bruce. You're the best. I love how you actually answer our questions on the air. I don't know if others do it like you. Thank you, Jen. Jen, I do the best I can. I try to read as many comments as I can. As you, those of you who are here all the time, you know. But it's not easy. Is that offer standing for a live smashing of that vinyl for $10,000? If someone sends you $10,000 on your PayPal account, would you smash the Yoko album live on the air? That is the question, and I'm asking: is that enough? Should it be 11 or 12,000, or would 10 do it? I don't know. What do you guys think? $10,000, nothing less. That's the minimum bid. So don't come at me with $2. Alex, Bobo, Bruce, why is it that sometimes call option orders only get filled partially? I purchased 10 options of FAII, but I only got one filled. Well, you ordered 10, but you only got one. Did you try to buy them at the market? Did you try to hit the offer? The chances are that the offer might have only been one. The contract was out there. If the offer was not being offered by a market maker, you might not get a fill either. If the offer is a market maker, you might get a fill up to 20 contracts. I remember back in the day when more exchanges were trying to offer contracts, they were guaranteeing bid-ask sizes for liquidity purposes, but I'm not sure what's the deal nowadays. It's 2021, and I'm an ancient guy from way back when. What can I say? Free thinker, laughing out loud, sweet. Nice, Birdie. Birdie just dropped a lot of dong on here. He sure did. The road trip is bullish. Let's go, Yoko. Look at you fools just watching Bruce without liking the video. What's wrong with you people? How can you not like him? 792 likes have come in. We need 208 thumbs ups in 11 minutes to avoid playing this album right here. To avoid playing Yoko, we need 201 thumbs ups right now. We need them badly. We need them in a hurry. We're running out of time. We have 34 thumbs downs. We have 809 up now. That's a good sign. Still need 181 thumbs ups to keep this album from invading your eardrums for the rest of your life. The sounds of Yoko will be echoing in your head all night tonight. You won't sleep. You won't eat. You're going to get irritable. I'm telling you to save yourselves. Hit that thumbs up button now. I'm begging you. I'm pleading with you. For your own safety, your own health, and your own well-being, we have 836 thumbs up. So we still need 164 more to not hear this. It's not my fault. One of my viewers sent me this. He sent me this. He said, here is the tool you need to beg for thumbs ups. Rather than just looking in the camera in a pathetic way with those droopy little eyes of yours, why don't you hold this up in front of him and just say, hey, if you don't give Bruce 1,000 thumbs ups by the time the market closes today, he's going to put this on his turntable. And the turntable is right there. Oh, my gosh. 843 thumbs ups. I'm begging you. I'm pleading with you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to save you here, folks. You got to help me help you. Doing all I can with what little I have. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 21.19 for SOFI. GameStop 276.52, up 28 bucks. AMC is up almost $7. 54.86. Gores 14.16, up 12 cents. VGAC 9.98. It had a dip and it's back up. How about that? Nice, Birdie. Nice donation there, Birdie. No Yoko, just stocks going up. Bagel Man. Yoko ransomware. There you go. That's right. You thought those Azerbaijanis were something with the ransomware? That's nothing compared to this. I mean, it didn't play Yoko. They're not going to put Yoko on your website and infect every computer with Yoko. I mean, that would be cruel and unusual punishment. There's got to be international laws against that. GameStop wants to hear Yoko laughing out loud. Baltimore, you want crabs? Uncle Bruce, what do you think about buying short-term contracts on SPACs trying to capitalize the initial bull run on the hype of the merger? I don't like the idea. I'm opposite, against the idea. I'm totally against it. Don't like it. Wouldn't do it. Don't be doing it. No, don't do that. Buy long-term contracts only and stop thinking short. What happened to VGAC manipulation? I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe they let the foot off the accelerator and just decided to see what the stock does by itself. I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking my thumb back. Ha ha. Free thinker. Wow, that escalated quickly. Oh man. If you put Yoko on, I'm going to take a nap. Uncle Bruce, this is great. This is great market insight, but downright monstrous with the Yoko threats. Maybe NSH could send Uncle Bruce's turntable on a test flight into orbit. How about that? With Yoko album on it. How about that? Oh man, oh man, oh man. Unbelievable. He really does. My SOFI 15s are up 119%. Bruce has spoken. Yoko, Noko. No on the Yoko. My girlfriend says, I spend too much time watching Uncle Bruce. I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss her for a long time. It's going to be sad without her. 875 thumbs ups, 125 to go. We got 7 minutes to get 125 thumbs ups to avoid the Yoko Ono playing of this album. You guys got to come in here. You got to find a way to support this channel with 125 more thumbs ups. That's all we need. We've got the Yoko album right here. And I'm just saying, I don't want to play it, but you're making me play it. I'm just saying, 889 thumbs ups, 111 to go, 111 thumbs ups, and we don't put this on the turntable. I don't know how much of a better deal I can give you. I mean, this is like, I'm telling you up front what I won't do. 892 thumbs ups, 108 to go. We're coming to the last 100 here, almost. We have 6 minutes left in the trading session to avoid a Yoko Ono closing play. I don't know, 899. Now we're 101 away. We got 903. We're into the last 100. I admit we're down to double digits. We only need 97. Now we need 91 thumbs ups to save ourselves from the Yoko Ono play on this album, this record player back here, guys. You got to help out here. You got to come through now. You got to come through. I don't know. I just say, what can I say? Uncle Bruce, the SEC has announced it's investigating disruptions of the market, manipulative trading, and other misconduct re AMC and GameStop. Yeah, because they went up. That's the disruptive part. They went up. The fact that GameStop went from 346 to 172 in 25 minutes with 5 trading halts, nothing to investigate here. That is normal. Everything is fine. But when a stock goes up in price over weeks and well, now we got to investigate this. Oh, we got to put a stop to this. These retail investors are up to no good whatsoever, especially those with $200 and $400 each. Those are the ones who are manipulating this market by buying half a share here, a share there. We got to put a stop to these guys. Let's get these guys. Yeah, thank you, SEC, for coming through for the little guy. Wow, what can I say? Anyway, there you have it. You know what? Small price to pay for no yodeling Yokos is to give Bruce a couple thumbs ups. We have 935 thumbs ups. We've got 5 minutes left in the day, and we're 65 thumbs ups away from the promised land of not hearing Yoko Ono today. We are in trouble. We are down to 4 minutes on the market right now. I don't know, guys. I don't know if you're going to make it. I really am not sure if it's in your soul to want to get us to the promised land. I wonder if we are down to 4 minutes, 15 seconds over here, and we've only got 945 thumbs ups. 952, we got 48 to go with 4 minutes left. Oh, gosh, this is going to be close. 41 to go. We're at 959. Now we're at 964 on the thumbs up meter. We need 36 more thumbs ups. I don't know if we're going to make it. Let me get this album ready right now. Here it is right here. 970 have come in. We need 30 more thumbs ups. Let me just see if it's in here. Oh, boy. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. It looks ready to be played. 982 thumbs ups. Here's the jacket sleeve right here. Here's the cover. Here's the sleeve right here. Let's just take a look, see how the album looks. 989, 990. We need 10 more. 10 more thumbs ups, and I don't put this on the turntable. 9 more. We need 9 more thumbs ups. It's right here, ready to go. 1985 Polygram Records, words and music by Yoko Ono. I mean, it's all classic hits. 997. Oh, we got 1,000 thumbs ups. I better put this back in the sleeve. All of a sudden, back into the dark. I'm sorry. Sorry, Yoko. It looks like the way it's holding at this moment in time that my viewers at the last minute have spoken and have dictated to the world that this album will not be played on this channel today during market hours. It's just not going to happen. We've gone through it. Guys, I congratulate you on finding it in your hearts, deep down inside your soul, to come up with a thumbs up for this poor YouTuber to keep that album off the air. I can't begin to find the words. Spaceballs, that's right, Spaceballs. That's the Spaceballs helmet right there. I can't begin to thank you for helping out how this is happening. You guys are great. I hate it there, says Kayla. A thumbs up after Yoko. This is the way. Guys, thank you so much for not allowing Yoko to be played today, because you guys came through with those thumbs ups to put us over the top. Now, if you get us to 1,100 thumbs ups, that'll be even nicer. Little insurance, you know. But guys, fantastic. Yeah. I wonder if anyone ever heard Yoko Ono and immediately went home and threw out all of their Beatle records and tried to convince everyone that Yoko is better. That VGAC looking strange today. I had a bunch at the bottom down there. Right now, 997 on VGAC. We're closing up here in 2 minutes. So we're just in the last 2 minutes here. 21.21 on SOFI, up 39 cents. GameStop 279.14. Man, it's coming back up. The high was 282, and it's at 279.30 here on GameStop. That's really pushing around at 5.6, almost 5.7, 5.8 million. AMC 54.81. Gore's 14.25 with a nice surge at the end coming up. 9.97 on VGAC. 10.57 on Fifth Wall. VACQ 1006, NavSite 994, SVAC 998 up 2 cents. Fortress 1002, 1002. It hit 1004 today. It hit 1005 today. Fortress hit 1005 today. 1.9 million traded today. You think the shareholder meeting is coming up on the 15th? That's 8 days from now. Yeah, there's a sign. Here's a sign. Looking good. Things are picking up a little here, a little there, and we'll have to see what's going on. If you smash Yoko, you will have to have it with the guy that sent you the album. If Bruce smashes one Yoko LP, 10,000 more will take her place. Vixie, I will do $9,999.99, but not a penny more to smash that vinyl. I need you to make your decision right now. I need 10 grand. I'm telling you right now. I bet you people are prepared to pay $12,000 to get this album slashed. I'm thinking, Vixie, I'm wondering, you have it in you. Eddie, Bruce, when are we getting our attendees? You can auction that vinyl off for a lot more money. It's future memorabilia. Don't smash it. Let the highest bidder do it. I'll have to autograph it with Jen and then auction off to the highest bidder for $50,000 after you guys make billions and billions of dollars. This will be one of those artwork pieces that goes for unreal money. Memento from the channel from the early days. I remember 10 years ago, he made me a multimillionaire. Yeah, we need to get those. We need to get Bruce those Yoko glasses. That's what we got to do for him. Play it, Bruce. Shatter our ears so we don't hear any more pancake propaganda. That's what we want right here. Yoko, oh no. Oh gosh, how do the other YouTube channels do it? How do they do it? We're closing at 279.93 right now. We are done. We are done here. We're closed. The GameStop is shut down at 279.93. Is anyone complaining? Up 31.57 on 5.8 million shares. Anybody upset? I'm not upset. This is looking good. 279.93. What a run. Fabulous day for GameStop. Over at AMC, the final close at 54.86, up 6.95. You know, that's a good day. Volume on AMC, by the way, 339 million, so under 350. Gores closed at 14.25, up 21 cents today. So it bounced back from that low range. It's kind of down in that 14.06 for a while, but bounced back up to 14.25. 299,000 shares today. Interesting. And then over at Fifth Wall, 10.59. Vector Acquisition, 10.07. VACQ, VGAC, 9.98, down 2 cents. NavSite, 9.93. SVAC, 9.97. Fortress, 10.02. Final trade on Fortress. And that's where we are, 1.9 million. So, you know, considering the Dow lost 127 points today, it didn't recover. The stocks that we're following did pretty good, I would say. I mean, looking at the top four in my most active list that we follow the most, SOFI, GameStop, AMC, Gores, they all went up today. And so someone's making money out there. What can I say? Anyway, what can I say? Welcome all to the channel. The end of the day here. That was an interesting time. Thank you for these thumbs ups to get us through that last half hour. We just made it. Man, that was so close that we almost didn't make it to. Here we were right here. This is like 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. They were coming in. Yoko drinking tea to warm up. That's right. Take my thumb, please. Yoko plus YOLO equals loco. Oh gosh, no. My first day already saying no Yoko. My first day on this channel. Oh man. The presentation is so nice. 993, the thumbs up, then 996. He's getting it out, people. Come on. 4 Loco, 996 thumbs ups. I can't make YouTube accounts quickly enough, says AB. Go ahead and threaten me with a good time. Pull your thumbs up until 301. Saved, salvaged. We made it. 1,000 thumbs up. There they were. There was the moment. Too close for comfort. Perfect. Yay, no Yoko. No Yoko. Dodged a bullet there. Thumbs ups for free. Our free Yoko will cost you your soul. Fingerprints probably make her sound better. Guys, thumbs down for a minute. Oh, no Yoko. 280 on GameStop. Oh, look at that. We just made it. What a relief. That may be the closest we've ever come to having disaster here. Oh, no Yoko. I wanted Yoko. Thank you guys so much for saving us here. Thanks, people. I thought I was going to end it all today. This was going to be it. No Yoko. I wanted Yoko. Bye, Yoko. Glenn is saying, nice. Oh, man. Save the dogs. Kept the Yoko in her sleeve. My dog's going to be fine. Now start the bidding war to player. Bruce, we gave you your thumbs. Now make GameStop close above 280. How about that? Yeah, you give me 30 seconds. Thanks a lot, guys. The Credit Savage, Credit Coach, 300 SoFi shares, 8 contracts for 22 and 23, 22.50 and $30. Let's go, Uncle Bruce. Yes, you're ready. You're set. You're primed. You're loaded. Let's get going. Buy and hold. Don't give him any ideas. Philly Flasher, indubitably in agreement. Keep that Yoko album in barely used condition, please. 10 seconds. Oh, my gosh. Okay, bye-bye. What can I say? GameStop in the aftermarket, $279.20, down 73 cents. That's all we got. Yep. What can I say, guys? We can't complain with today's run. I don't think we really can't complain. I had a good day today. Says Jay Ray. Bye, Brucey. Before merger complete, you did it, GameStop. What about that? I want to see Bruce dance again. That's what I want to see. I just joined to be able to say no Yoko, please. I'd rather have a signed Yoko vinyl by Bruce than an invisible statue. I can't believe people buy that crap. What else is going on? Fidelity shows AMC at 55, even on the close. I'm showing it right now, 54.86, and it's 54.19 on the aftermarket right now. Oh, what a day. What a day, you guys. What can I say? We have been working today, and we have survived another close call with the Yoko Ono almost on the turntable. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about Upstart Holdings open at 29 something, close at 170? I have no idea. I don't know what they do. I don't think about them. I keep a bucket beside me in case you play Yoko, by the way. Nicholas, I hope Bruce didn't bash AMC all day. You all see the anger the real movers are. I didn't bash anybody today. I'm a nice guy today. I'm always a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Dan, can we get Yoko to jump off a roof of Citadel when they get margin call? Now that's not a nice guy, but he is a nice guy. Dan's a nice guy, but that's not a nice comment. But I understand where Dan's coming from because I can understand this situation right here. What can I say? Any new info on SVAC? We haven't heard anything today. Bagels are winning. Did anyone else notice the strange activity on VGAC a bit ago? With the options chain jumping up and down big time, could well be that we are, ready to unleash the fury here. I'm waiting to hear the actual date on when they start trading it as 23andMe. I would imagine, though, that they won't tell us until after the shareholder meeting, which is in 3 days. So, Thursday we'll find out, I guess. And maybe Friday we'll find out that on Monday they're trading. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Search YouTube for Yoko interpreting John Lennon and Chuck Berry. Cringe City. Cringe City. What's worse, taking a 50-mile horse with hemorrhoids or listening to Yoko? I think the 50-mile horse ride every time. Real deep value. Citadel has calls on AMC. They won't go bankrupt because they also have calls on GameStop, but still have tons of outs on GameStop. Okay. Let's see. Alien, I don't have IBM, but I'll still be getting some in the near future. Let's go here. Yes, unleash the fury. I need some of those AMC folks to catch the SoFi fever. So my 618 calls make me look like a genius. There you go. Not that you're asking for much, just a miracle. Alien Alex, without the calendar, to be honest, I would have never listened to this podcast. It's working for me. Hope for others as well. There you go. Way to go. Got the calendar. What can I say? 278.75 on GameStop, 54.20 on AMC right now. And the Dow closed down 126 on the day. S&P down 337. NASDAQ up 67 points was the final count on those shares. That's where we're at, guys. That's what happened today. Whoopie-doo-dah-dee-day. Never a dull moment. Let's see. David, Virgin Galactic is facing a prospective class action lawsuit by investors alleging the company made false and misleading reports about its finances and accounting. NSB, Uncle Bruce, do you have any thoughts on how the meeting as well as first quarter's earnings release on the 9th of June will impact the market? You're talking about GameStop. Do I have any thoughts? Yeah, I was talking about this morning on the opening in the first hour. was mentioning, what a week we could have. It's going to be an interesting week. It's already started very interesting, obviously, with the GameStop here in almost at 280 right now. This has been a fairly good first day. This is the highest level the stock's had, in months. Because remember, even last week, they didn't get over the 280 mark by much. I don't recall. So this is looking pretty darn okay. Take a look at the 5-day account here. I don't know if the shares even hit 280, but if they did, it didn't last long. So if tomorrow these shares reach this 290.95 neighborhood, we'll have seen the highest prices on the GameStop shares in quite some time. Looking back, heck, even 3 months, I don't think we've been this high. I go back to now 6 months ago, and GameStop hasn't been 300 a share, if I recall, since when we had that big run. That was an intraday run. We got up to 346. That's back in March, I think. So we're about to enter territory we haven't been in for a while for GameStop, and it's telling me that the buyers pick this stuff up through 300, and we're into rarefied air again, because considering how many days of the last 6 months have the shares of GameStop been over 300 a share? Not many. I mean, a few weeks maybe, but not very many overall. If you add it all up. So yeah, the higher they get, the thinner the air gets, and the more contracts are in the money. Remember that story about the GameStop shares? The more in the money. So with serious naked short sellers out there, in the money call contracts on GameStop will really come into play if this thing grows into the 300s plus. We'll see. Again, I don't know. Those of you who are thinking of writing call contracts on GameStop, let's see what happens this week. And maybe you're going to write 350s or 400s for the end of the week or into next week. The stock will tell us what to do once we see what's happening. Never a dull moment around here. Can you see GameStop getting into the Russell 1000? It's a possibility, but there could be rules under the Russell 1000. It could be that companies have to have so many quarters of earnings before they qualify. I know that on the S&P 500, it used to be that if you could break the 10 billion to 15 billion market cap, it was a few years ago, those would be one of the requirements to get into the S&P 500. But you had to have, I think, 4 quarters in a row, a full year of earnings every quarter. GameStop wouldn't qualify for that, even though going into today's market, GameStop had a $17.5 billion market cap. So, at 300 a share, it's a $21 billion market cap. That would, put it close to the S&P 500 for market cap requirements. I don't think there's a hard and fast rule on it, but yeah, we'll see what's going on here. Wow. Facebook was a beauty today. IBM looking good too. Big moves on the SPAC, turning into vintage wine estates sometime tomorrow. Bruce, I haven't seen a summary of Edit. Come out lately. What, you and your editor working on another one? Yeah, we've got a video coming out tonight. TBH, those are genius. I really like watching them. Even if I tuned in all day, I still watch clips. TBH, those are genius. What does a TBH mean? I don't understand what it means. Am I missing something really obvious? The credit service. Uncle Bruce, I've been following you for 3 months. And even my wife got in on the VGAC and SVAC action. 5 contracts for January 2022 for around $1. I have SOFI and Gores as well as FAII. Let's make money. I like the sound of that. I'm all for that. Absolutely. And these mergers are imminent. So get ready. We've had SOFI already. That was a week and a half ago. We're going to have VGAC in 3 days. We're going to have Fortress in 8 days. And then after that, we're waiting for the other 4 or 5 more to come right in there. So yeah, it's happening, baby. It's starting to happen. Last week, we think we hit 294. Wasn't that that little one trade, wasn't it? The trade we were wondering about, was that real or not? I think you're right, NSB. We'll see what's going on. You know what? I live 2 hours from Grapevine. I wanted to go. My hubby said no. He was not getting me out of jail again. There you go. Can't go to Grapevine. Can't go to the meeting. Fergan, 280 isn't quite the moon, but it's more like the tallest hill in Denmark. There you go. GameStop hit 294 last Wednesday with AMC. Gamma happened. So there you go. That was that little shot. Been in this territory for months in my mind. Free thinker, Bruce, someone on Reddit hit me off today with some inside info on a delicious bagel spot in Stamford, Connecticut. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay. Good stuff, Freethinker. We love these reports. Robel, Uncle Bruce, what do you think about Clover Health Investments? They're an insurance company that use artificial intelligence and data analytics to lower health risks of their customers. I know nothing about them. I got nothing. Digital, Dave, I saw that too. I'm out of any SPAC that has had such issues. Kayla, Ona, I laugh out loud, wish I was closer. We could rent a convertible and go like the Thelma Louise without the cliff, of course. Matt Renner has become the latest member of this channel, and that just made this channel that much better. And I thank Matt for considering the thought of joining this channel, coming into this group, joining this group of wonderful people. I thank you, and I appreciate you joining us, as I do all of you out there who become members of this channel. Those of you who are subscribing to this channel, thank you for subscribing to Stock Markets with Bruce. Our subscriber counts are climbing again, and I appreciate this very, very much. We're trying to get back into the 100,000 club. We're just about 850 away now, 99,151. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. Hit that bell notification icon, and you will be alerted every time I do a video and every time I go live, whether I go early or not, whatever. Thank you all for that. In the aftermarket, for SOFI, we're at 21.15 right now, closed at 21.21 today. Thank you, all of you, for that. And Matt, welcome to the gang. This is good stuff. Farmer says, I wrote a covered call for August 21st, $500 strike price, $57 premium you got paid in cash, writing a covered call for $500. You get taken out, $557. Nice profitable gain, and you can then just buy them back if you want. Write another call, do it again. Maybe you can write 800 the second time around. You never know. Let's see what it gives you. If you're getting taken out 500, that means all of my viewers are really sitting in the chips, sitting in gravy, loving life. Anyway, there you go. 34 people already joined the calendar. If you want to join it as well, go to Reddit and find the link. It's free, and I hope it's helpful for everybody. Thanks for all who joined recently, says Ilian. Kayla, all the SPACs have the announcement. Look to Yahoo Finance. It's a play. Not sure what this means. JW Bruce, I have a call option that expires this Friday. Currently out of the money. Bought before I started following you, by the way. It's not my fault. My only option is to sell to close at a loss. I have a call option that dies on Friday. Well, I don't know what the stock is. I don't know what the price is. I don't know anything. But of course, between now and Friday, this call will die. If you are out of the money, it will expire. Now, you could sell it today, or not now anymore, but tomorrow. If your shares keep rising, if they're rising and you get closer, there's still 3 or 4 days of time left on it, but I don't know what you're getting for it. I don't know what contract you're talking about, so I can't help you any more than that. Welcome, Matt. Hey, Matt, welcome. Way to go. Ona, flying to Oklahoma City, Kayla, I'll pick you up in a new Chevy Silverado, and we'll go to Grapevine with this thing. How about, to be honest, says Colin, that's what TBH means, to be honest. Well, thank you for that. I just don't know these slick terms you guys put together. I try to run these channels in plain English, and you guys put these slick little 3-letter things around all the time and try to fool me. To be horseradish. It could have been that. To be horseradish. That's right. 10 boisterous helicopters. It could have been anything. I mean, how am I supposed to know? Yeah. Tense bowling hounds. Yeah. Tale of Bear Hedgies. I'm telling you right now, just drove by GameStop, says Samuel. The bagel hour, see, that could have been it too. Who knows? I don't know what these people are trying to tell me. These codes. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I can't wait for GameStop and AMC to squeeze. What can I say? Thank you, Antoinette. Welcome to the show today. Digital DA, Uncle Bruce says it's their way of getting your contact info. I was concerned initially, but I've bought his recommended SPACs, and all are doing well. And I think they're great ones, and then not so great. Does adding Matt Reiner give us more of a matte finish? Maybe, yeah. It could. Welcome, Matt. See, there's the melt. They see. Samuel, you just reminded me of how ridiculously excited I got when I saw a GameStop store in the car the other day. And my husband looked at me in disbelief, like, it's just a GameStop store. What are y'all excited about? They're making me rich. That's right. They're making you rich. Oh, man. Oh, man. Undaunted names. Kayla, same here. The SPACs are spot on. The Credit Savage. TBH. To be honest, Uncle Bruce, I got you. I got you. Thanks, guys, says Matt Rayner. I've been hanging around a long time. And I now have options trading on Fidelity, and it's time to get in line for the class, too. Yes, Matt. Time to get in line for the classes. Exactly right. Welcome there, Matt. Closing finals updated. AMC 55, GameStop 280.01. Wally's World, together we're stronger. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for getting us all here. We're here. AMC officially closed at 55 a share. That's what I see here. GameStop 279.93, trading right now 279.21, closed at 280.01. That's the refreshed new final close. Nice round numbers on these guys. Welcome to the zoo, Matt, says Cav. Hi there, Matt. Fantastic. Kayla, I'm excited about all I have learned, and especially about SOFI. Colin, what's Colin saying here? Colin, dangerously, I've never tried sitting in gravy, at least not intentionally anyway. We're going to take over the world, says Jay Ray. Accidentally sitting in gravy is never fun. John, can we hear Yoko sing the national anthem again? Oh, no. Kayla, me too. I've learned so much and look forward to the next 6 months. Grateful for Uncle B. Thank you, everybody. Very nice. Very, very kind words all from all of you, and glad you're here. It's good stuff. Thanks, Uncle B. It was an Apple call, which has crapped the bed the past few weeks. It was an Apple call. Interesting. No idea what it means, to be honest, says make it happen. Raymond, any news on GHVI merger, June, July, maybe? Don't know. Waiting. Any day. Buying short calls for SPACs while they have not even merged, not so smart. For everything else, there's MasterCard. There you go. Yep, Vic, Bruce, you got to know these slick terms. I mean, since I have limited characters when typing, Plus, my thumbs get tired after a bit. How about Christmas Vacation? Great movie. Chevy Chase's classic. I did enjoy Chevy Chase in Spies Like Us. He was in that movie, wasn't he? Yeah, he was in that movie with... who was in that movie with? Chevy Chase and who was it? Chevy Chase, Spies Like... Dan Aykroyd? Were those the two guys in that movie? I think it was. I think I have food poisoning. The only short squeeze I saw today was in my large intestine. Oh, no, that's false. I get excited when I drive past all the places GameStop used to be, but they closed the stores. I get more excited because that's telling me they're becoming an e-commerce company. See? There you go. James, Uncle Bruce, I heard some people say SOFI has potential for a short squeeze. Do squeezes even exist? Well, there's a bunch of stock short on SOFI. There's a bunch short on SOFI. So one never knows, gets to the 25, 30 range and it pops to 50. Hello. How rich would you guys be if SOFI went to $50 in a week? How much would that change your life? Samuel, I mean the corporate office of GameStop and Grapevine is what Samuel's saying. Yeah, okay. A real value, real deep value squeeze. My profit loss ratio for my portfolio is 70-80%, but my GameStop profit ratio is 70-80%. Well, I don't know why. I don't know what this means. I don't know what he's talking about. Stocks goes up. Stocks go up. You don't lose money. I don't understand it. Free thinker Bruce, did you ever think you'd have a client book with 100,000 people in it? I mean, you are a wild man. Well, I can tell you it's true. I mean, there's 100,000 subscribers almost to this channel. But I also know there's another couple 100,000 people that watch me casually. They don't admit it to anybody, but they watch me. And then, of course, there are the members of this channel who are absolutely committed to being here on these comments and who will be getting class notifications before anybody else, who get stock notifications before anybody else. So I know I have my numbers, of followers. But it is kind of exciting to see how rich would you guys be if SOFI went to $50 a share. That would be pretty cool to see how that would go over. Ona, Uncle Bruce, are you going to do several classes? Can we can all get in on it with you? Yeah. This is going to be the problem. Here's what I predict is going to happen. Okay. I'm going to announce classes. I'm going to open up the reservation system for members to come on in, right? Because you guys get first dibs. You'll be the first notified. There'll be a limited number of seats per class. The classes will sell out because we'll announce so many at a time. And I know for a fact, that based on how many you contacted me privately through my email, and I've talked on one-on-ones and through here, I know I don't have enough seats, but I can't allow 500 people to come in to watch a live class, because how in the world can I answer anybody's question? I mean, you gotta be kidding me. So it's got to be a small, intimate group, which makes it very much worth the money to join, to be involved. Because if you hire me for an hour on my own, it's a $400 cost. But if you're involved in the class and it's like 2 hours long, for the price we're going to charge, we have a number in mind. We're not going to reveal it yet. It's a bargain. But then we're going to edit that class. After it's done, we'll get out, edit out all the fluff and stuff. We'll get right down to the meat of the class. And then we'll upload those onto the website that now you can purchase anytime you want to watch. The price of that will be less than the live class. And so now you can choose down the road, if you missed out on the live class, but you watch the rerun, you might find that you like that just fine. And you might just want to watch those. On the other hand, you like the live engagement because you get to ask questions, and you hear other people ask questions, which trigger another question from you that now you jump on. That is the beauty of being in the class, of course, is the interaction between a small number of people and the instructor. But it'll be either way. You can go either way with it, live or rerun. Now, if you miss the live, you have to watch a rerun or nothing. However, I think that the amount of knowledge that will be shared and gleaned and released, you will all sit there and go, oh my God, this is just as good as if I sit down with them for an hour. Maybe not as good, because of course in 1 hour we can really get into some stuff. But here, you're going to realize, oh man, heck, if I just buy 5 calls at 50 cents a call on the open market on whatever stock I'm buying that he's talking about, and those things go to $2, $3, $4, I'm making a killing, and that includes the cost of his class. I mean, this is nothing. This is chump change what he's talking about. What I'm trying to do is come up with a way to give you access to info that you can use to make money with, where you look at the cost versus reward factor, and you're going to go, I hope, I'm going to watch every one of his classes, every one of them. I'm going to watch every one of them, because this is an investment in my future, for myself, my family, that I just can't pass up. Now, I will say that I know there are others out there who have classes. There are other YouTubers and other technical YouTubers and day trader YouTubers, and there's all kinds of us. I mean, I'm not the only one. And a lot of these other YouTubers do some kind of instructional whatever, courses or what have you. Some involve books, some involve videos, some involve whatever. But I know that I'm not going to be the cheapest guy available, and I'm nowhere near the most expensive guy available. And that's the point. My hope is that many of you will look at this and go, this is so worth it. And since I can rewatch the class anytime I want, again and again and again, if I forgot something, I can just rewatch it again. And oh yeah, that's what he said at the 30-minute mark. Yeah, that's right. That's the best part of this thing. And the hope I have is that I get messages from you guys, private messages, maybe messages here going, the class was great. The video is great. The reruns are great. You got to get them. You can't help but learn every time you watch this stuff. And you're just going to become that much wiser, sharper. And I am open to suggestions as we do these classes. Some of you might say, have you thought of doing a class about that? Or have you thought about doing about this? Then we can put that together and we'll run it up. So yeah, there's no end to it. I'm very open-minded about it. I'm excited. And like I say, it's going to be exciting. Lighten up, Bruce, what happens if you write the covered call and sell the underlying stock? Well, now you have a naked call position. You might be breaking brokerage rules. I'm not sure what happens with the house. I don't know how your broker will react. You may or may not be allowed to sell your stock. It might be locked off. I don't know, because I don't know the rules of every brokerage firm out there that you could possibly be dealing with. Swimming in gravy is better than sitting in it. There you go, right on. Uncle Bruce's new promotion. Sign up for a class and be entered into a drawing for his prized Yoko album. Oh, man. The one and only. What can I say? 50% short interest, apparently. Uncle Bruce, any idea of when your options classes might start? I'm so excited. I can't wait. Dan Aykroyd was in Spies Like Us. TBH GameStop is like, oh my God, why the face? Barbecue. I don't know. Oh, now how do we sign up for your classes? I'll let you know. I make amazing gravy. If anyone wants to come over and sit in it, I make some I got sitting gravy. Some people have sipping gravy. Some people have sitting gravy. Yeah, sitting gravy. There's all kinds of gravy out there, you guys. Oh, you think you know gravy? I think, again, Chevy's hilarious on the show community. Uncle Bruce, did you ever think you'd be teaching a bunch of degenerates options strategies? Did I ever think I would be a degenerate teaching people about being other fellow degenerates? I hope that isn't a euphemism, Level. Best bet, tee. Colin dangerously laughing out loud. I bought SOFI 15. Woohoo! I prefer SOFI to go to 200 in a couple of years. How about that? Mother of Bumpy. Hey, Uncle B, what happened to the VGAC at 134 and 40? Volume 211,000. It went down and then it went up. I don't get it. Me neither, but it went back up. Ashley, yes, SOFI, $50. I like that. Yeah, I mean, how rich would you be? I thought I knew about options. And then I come across Uncle Bruce. Whoa, how dumb was I? I'd buy contracts 2 weeks before they closed. Dumb. Uncle Bruce creeping. GameStop creeping up, 281. 281 it is. It's creeping up again, 281. You're getting richer even while I'm speaking here. You're getting richer all the time. We should be committed. Yes, sir. Definitely, Colin. If it went to $50, I'm going to polygamy. I will need 7 wives. 281. Alex, not at all. I really do make amazing gravy. I don't want anyone to sit in it, but I mean, if they really want to sit in my gravy, I love SOFI. Thanks, Bruce. Michael, thank you from Waffle. Undaunted. How rich? Challenge accepted. Bruce, real talk. Vic C. You ever walk around in public and wonder if people are looking at you? Are looking at that are viewers who look at you? Do you ever wonder, or have you ever seen anyone wearing your apparel from RedBubble? You're famous and you're going to act like a celeb. Here at Creston, nothing like that. No, never. I've never been approached in Creston by anybody. I've never seen anyone in Creston wear my stuff. I don't wear this out of the house. This is for a camera only. I go out in cities, but I do have my face mask. I have my Traveling with Bruce face mask that I wear. But no, not here. To town of 5,000, I am anonymous, and that's okay. I get to go where I get to go, do what I need to do, and move on. I work at a job that lets me wear headphones all day. I listen to Bruce every morning while I work. Nice job. Michael, 1993 spelling bee champ. Right on. Way to go. Credit Savage. If SOFI had a gamma squeeze within the first 3 months of being public, oh Lord, lots of hedge fund managers will be working at McDonald's. That would be so sad. 280.54, 281 right now on GameStop. What can I say? 281. Sad for McDonald's though. SOFI 200 to 200. How about that? How about the 200? Great idea. Can't wait for the class. A $400 credit. Oh my. Javier went to GameStop for lunch. Got a game and some mints. I'm bullish. There you go. I want to work for Uncle Bruce. Let's see. Bruce, I am probably going to ask so many stupid questions that I may get thrown out. There will be no stupid questions in class. Never, never, never. James, if you purchase the class, would you still have to pay to access the rerun if you say you wanted a refresher? No, you will not. We're trying to set it up in such a way, that's one of the logistics we're working on, that if you are a class participant, you have an automatic code to go to the class that you've purchased already. So you can always watch it. Yeah. Does the class end in Nike shoes, arsenic punch, and a trip to space? About that? DQ, the Credit Savage, yeah, and they'd never fill up your milkshake to the top. Those guys would be cheap about it. Yeah, that's right. Those hedge fund guys working at McDonald's won't fill up your shake to the top. Buy and hold. Do we wear bagel hats and gowns after graduating from Uncle Bruce University? I hadn't thought about that. Wheat Wild, Uncle Bruce, if SOFI goes to 50, I would have turned a $715 investment into $16,500. Is there anything wrong with that? Is there? 100 share price means $41,500. Yeah, just how rich would you guys be if SoFi went to $50 a share? I'm kind of curious. And nobody bites a bagel like the Bruce. Isaac, are you going to tier the classes? That way, beginners don't feel intimidated asking questions they believe are basic, and advanced people don't sit through basic things. Or will it be on specific topics? That is being worked out. We are really going over all of it. I am looking at least 20 different classes to kind of eventually come out with, at least, but it may well be 50 by the time I really, really get into the minutia of it all. But this is months and months and months down the road. So just bear with me as we work this out and figure it out. But yeah, we're thinking of the advanced and the beginner and all that. Yeah, buy and hold. Aaron, did you see? Did anyone see Wes Christian on Fox this morning? Absolute fire talking about naked short selling. I don't know. What can I say? Carlos, who's going to be in the Jeffrey Toobin? Who's going to be the Jeffrey Toobin of Uncle Bruce's class? Oh man, we're gonna have to monitor these kids so closely. Oh, the shenanigans that are going to be pulled on here. Oh no, I don't know. This is so worth it. Practice makes better. So excited for all this. Thank you, Bruce, says James. I hope it hits 500 a share. If SoFi hits 50, between my shares and options, I am paying my student loan and mortgage off. Perhaps have a beer or two on top of that. Right on. You got to like that. Kayla, it was short, 11 on long. I need the options class, says one of her cats. Kayla, yes. Way too short. They probably didn't want him covering it, but glad he did. Okay. All gravy. Your house sounds kind of freaky. Okay. Chris Kruger is a new member. And Chris, welcome to the gang. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the group. Nice to have you here. You get to use emojis now. You'll get the alerts on the classes and any other stock info coming up. Yes, indeed. Chris, welcome. Nice to have you here. 281.41. Woohoo! We're going higher. Kayla, do have a gravy hot tub at your house? I'm in. If you've got one of those, welcome, Chris. You're going to like it here. It's going to be kind of fun here. Thank you, everybody, for welcoming Chris to the channel. Fantastic. Let's see. Hey, Bruce, did you see the article about Matterport being chosen by university for multiple uses of their tech or teachers? I'm not sure what that means. Black X. I remember feeling dumb for selling at 230 and buying back at 250. Now look where we are. Going higher. Alex, hey, Bruce, when does it make sense to sell a covered call? Well, it always makes sense to a degree. It depends on what covered call you're selling and when you're selling it. Right now, you don't want to write any covered calls on any of these SPACs right now that I'm talking about because they're all about to merge and start trading and hopefully go much higher. Then we'll talk about writing covered calls when they're up there. Fire enough. But in the meantime, if you got AMC stock, you could be writing covered calls and bringing in some serious cash right now, serious money for short-term contracts. Like I'm talking July 100s. You can get some nice money for those. July 80s, August 100s, August 120s, July 140s. You can make some nice money on these calls. Take the money in not too long a time. Hey, use that money for whatever else you want to do. All kinds of ways to diversify yourself. Kayla, I love the cook too. Just got a new Sequest iron set last year. I'll use it all now. Okay, we're talking something else here. This summer, Destination Creston. Pretty sure he wears a tuxedo most of the time when he leaves the house. Well, you see me leaving the house. I mean, you know what I look like when I leave the house. I mean, occasionally I like to go, a little casual without a tie. I'll go out like this. Jen and I will hit the town, and we'll head to A&W maybe for a burger or something like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, when does it make sense to do that? You see us how we are here. But there are times, I like to go out, wearing putting on a tie for Jennifer. I like to make her look good. She's out there having a great old time, and friends are saying hi to us as we go out to the grocery store or we go to the local liquor store to pick up, a bottle of wine or something like that. I mean, Jen likes wine, right? But then again, we sometimes like to go out and, we don't want to overdress. I mean, not overdo it. So, Jen will put on something for the grocery store or, we head out for maybe the fish and chip house, get something to go, bring it back home, just get out for a little bit, drive a Tesla around a little bit and check out locations for possible bagel locations. Who knows, I mean, there's times where we were out and about. I mean, how could we not be noticed, right? I mean, how can they not know who we are? But it's incredible. Without me wearing the shirt, they don't get it. They see a guy in a jacket and they go, oh, I don't know who that guy is. Who's that guy? Is he from out of town? So I kind of get left alone. So it's okay around here. But I know when we head south to the U.S., wherever we go, oh, I'm sure we're going to be approached all the time. Aren't you that guy? You're that guy, right? You're him, right? Yeah. Are you my teacher? Weren't you my teacher in high school or something? I know you from a class, don't I? Yeah, I'm wondering. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Oh, what can I say? Yeah, it's not easy being me. What can I say? Let's see here. What's going on here? Hang on. Oh man, yeah, he wears a tuxedo the most of the time he leaves the house. Anyway, Uncle Bruce is solely responsible for the uptick in Creston tourism. Kayla, Aaron, I love cast iron. Fantastic. Vic C. Bruce, how much would you charge for a signed bagel shirt? PayPal, I'll send you info and cover the shipping. Is that a deal? Or how about you start selling your daily shirts signed similar to athletes after a game? Oh my God. The problem is that it would be ridiculously expensive. What I would need to do is I would need a local t-shirt maker, and I would need to order like a couple of dozen of shirts at a time for exactly this kind of a purpose. Because if I go to a t-shirt guy and get him to make one shirt for me here in Canada, I have to find him. And I don't even know if there is one in this town. I really don't know. I know that if I can find a Michaels, I think there's a Michaels in Cranbrook. Certainly in Calgary, there's Michaels. Anyway, I could get shirts there for a decent price. Hopefully they're decent quality. Then I need to get a silk screener to make them. Then I need to wear them and sign them. Then I need to ship them and pack them. I mean, Vic, $100 a shirt might be the price. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of effort. I'm on the air 5 hours a day, man. I'm trying to run classes. I'm trying to do one-on-one consultations, and I can't be away from the camera too much. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? It's wild. AB, if I heard you right, you said one alternative is to buy SOFI calls in the money at $17.50. They're $5.50 a share. Could you elaborate, sir, if I misunderstood? Sure, AB, no problem at all. SOFI. All right, closed at 21.21. Okay, that's where its stock closed at, or where it's at right now in the aftermarket. So you take the $17.50 call contract for January and deduct take the 21.21 less $17.50. What do we got? We're $3.70 in the money. $3.70 in the money, right? Right. Yes, we are. Okay. And let me take a peek here. We closed at 21.21. That's right. That's what we did. And let me go to the options section here. Let me just gonna look at the chain for January. Just see what we are talking about here. No, that's not what I want to do. January 2022. There it is. Okay. So the 1750 was trading around 650, like 625 to 660. Let's just say it was 650 a contract, okay? All right. In the money contract, 650. But it's worth $3.80 or 370, right? So we take 370 from 650. What do we come up with? About 280. That's the amount that the contract is out of the money. It's out of the money, 280. That's premium, time premium. So you can buy a $17.50 call contract for, let's say, $650 a share, $650 a contract on SOFI, where it's already in the money, $3.70 a share. It's already in the money. So the rest of the price that you're paying is premium, which is the time. So if the shares go up to 25, the $17.50 would be $7.50 in the money. It would likely carry about a $2 time premium on it. And so it would be a $9.50 contract that you paid about $6.50 to get, right? So you're $300 in the money. If it goes to $30 a share, the contract is $12.50 in the money plus $1.50, $2 premium. Let's give it a $1.50 premium now, because those time premiums will shrink the higher it goes in the money. but still it gains value. So it's $12.50, $14. So it's a $14 contract. You paid $6.50 for it. So still a nice return, right? It's not like 10 times your money, but it's, more than double. If the stock goes to $40 between now and January, $40, that is a $22.50 book value contract. And that's going to trade at $24 ballpark, and you paid $6.50 for it. So almost 4 times your money, right? So that's a nice thing. That AB, that's one way to buy an in-the-money contract and immediately see movement on your contract very close to, like the stock goes up $1, your contract will probably go up 75 cents. Goes up another $1, it'll go up another 75 cents. And then after it starts doing that, it goes up $1, it'll go up 80 cents. Goes up another $1, it'll go up 80 cents. Goes up another $1, goes up 85 cents. You start to match the value of the move, 80% of it, until you get to like $15, $20 in the money, and then it's almost 95 cents to the dollar for another $5 or $6, and then it's dollar for dollar. It goes up dollar for dollar, up or down. But you got in at $6.50 instead of having to buy the stock at 21. You didn't didn't pay 21 to get 100 shares. 2,100, you paid $6.50 to get your hands on 100 shares of upside. So instead of buying 100 shares for $2,100, you could buy 3 $6.50 contracts for about $2,000, $2,100, and you have 3-to-1 leverage. Instead of having 100 shares, you have 300 shares of leverage. And so if they do go up to the stock goes to $30, those 3 contracts now are $12.50 in the money plus a premium. They'll be worth $14 each. You got 3 of them. That's $4,200. So you took $2,100 and turned it into $4,200. You doubled your money. But if you buy the stock at 21 and it goes to 30, you're only up $900. You're up 45% versus 100%. And the higher the shares go, the leverage keeps working for you, of course. Obviously, at $40 a share, you'll have doubled your money. At, say, $42, you doubled your money on your stock. But at $42, your call contract is worth $23.50 book value plus premium, $25. That's $2,500 a contract times 3, $7,500. You have $7,500 for $2,000. You've made 3.5 times your money instead of doubling your money. See what I mean? Yes, the leverage on the contracts really accelerates. This is why I tell many of you, you're sitting on cheap contracts. You got contracts at $1.50. You got some calls at 80 cents. You got calls at 50 cents that are out there, but you let that stock go. Let that stock go. Your return, remember, is on the initial price you paid for your contract. So day 5, it goes from $3.30 to $3.60. You go, only went up 30 cents. Yeah, but you only paid 80 cents for the dang thing to begin with. You got to remember that. So if it goes up 40 cents a day in value, you're adding 50% to your profit on that initial buy of however many you got at 80 cents each. If you paid $1.50 and it goes up 50 cents a day in value as your stock is running, you're 33% richer every day, again and again and again. Obviously, the stock starts running dollars a day, $1 a day gain on your contract or 2, those returns are phenomenal. So yeah, welcome to the option market. But you want to be long. I'm thinking about applying for a SOFI student loan to attend Uncle Bruce's classes. Now, that might be. I'm cheaper than university, and I can give you a faster payoff. I think I can give you a faster payoff with the knowledge you're going to get. If I came across Uncle Bruce, I'm getting an autograph and a selfie, and then asking for advice, laughing out loud. And I'm going to say, selfie $5, autograph $10. You want to talk to me for 10 minutes? Give me $100. I'm the worst celebrity, aren't I? I'm terrible. $282.95 on GameStop. We're going higher. Oh, you gotta love this. Holy smokes, Batman. That's a lot of classes. I'm so in on this. Oh my, we're gonna have fun here. Will the classes be on weekends? It's gonna be hard to join on weekdays, especially considering the time difference of your international viewers and myself included. I'm actually thinking of mixing it up. I'm thinking of mixing it up. Now, I can't do classes for 3 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon because I'm live. But I can do classes on weeknights, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I can do classes on weeknights. Or let's put it this way. I get off the air at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon my time. So at 2 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Eastern time, I can go live on a class. Or I could go live at 3 o'clock, which would be 6, or 4 o'clock, which would be 7, or 5 o'clock, which would be 8. I mean, whatever, right? For my European viewers, for my Europeans, if I go live at 2 o'clock my time, that's 5 o'clock New York time, that is 10 o'clock London time. That's a late class, but it's still less than midnight, right? But that's what I have to think about, that when I go live at 2 o'clock here, it's 10 o'clock in the evening in UK, 11 in the evening on the continent. However, on weekends, if I go live at 11 o'clock my time, let's say, or if I go live, how about I go live, for example, I go live at 10 o'clock my time, Saturday morning, my time. That's 1 o'clock Eastern time, which is convenient and comfortable, but it's 6 o'clock UK time, 7 o'clock continent time. That could work. If I go live on a Sunday at noon my time, that's 3 Eastern, 8 UK, 9 continent. These are the considerations I'm plotting around. Now, I'm still trying to figure out a way. Do I do a class on Saturday, but can I do a consultation early in the morning for me and in the afternoon for me with 2 people, private consultations, and do a class in the middle? Can I do that? I lose 2 consultations, but I do the class in the middle and, figure out all the logistics and stuff. Maybe that might work out. We're still figuring all this out. There's so much that's going on behind the scenes, guys. But it's coming. Thank you, everybody, for being here. What's going on? Thank you. We're at 283.48 on GameStop. Have you noticed it going up on you? It's getting higher. I'm picking up my 2022 Corvette, says Bill. How about that? What happens if SOFI goes to $50? How much money are you worth if your SOFI goes to $50? Just got off work. What did I miss? SOFI seems to have had a light wall forming the past few days, but I'm still up big so far. We're trying to figure out how much you're going to be worth if it's $50 a share. That's what we're trying to figure out. Uncle Bruce using words like minutia. Whoa, easy now. The brain pain, Uncle Bruce. The brain pain. Cut that out. Okay. What's going on? Not much going on GameStop. It's only 131, only up 31.65 on the day, and now up 40.83 in the aftermarket. 284.17 in the aftermarket, going higher. Opened a trading count in March after watching Uncle B buying only what Bruce recommended to buy. I did a portfolio score today, and I got a D, but I'm up 32% on my money. Sounds better than a D grade to me. I would say a 32% gain since March. This is June. What kind of grade scoring do these guys have? That's kind of harsh. What, are you supposed to double your money every 3 months or something? Like, what's that all about? I don't get it. Welcome, Chris Kruger. Hope you get rich and buy me a gift. How about that? Perry, are VGAC $15 strikes for January 22 still sexy? I'm eyeing another one. They are definitely worth considering, as are the 1250s. Very much so. Wally, Jen, Uncle Bruce signed bagels with Bruce shirt suitable for framing. Priceless! See, now there's something. Maybe I should get a shirt. I sign it. Jen signs it. We frame it, and then we sell it for $500. It's framed. What do you want? It's framed, man. I don't know. I don't know. I got to get that Tesla somehow. I don't know what to do. I just wonder how's that gonna happen? 282 out of the blue, Barry. Yeah, 282. We're at 285 now. Woohoo! You keep showing these pictures, but I'm still not buying it, man. It's not you. That's something else. Creston soon to have a new city limit sign, home of the famous Uncle Bruce. Wally's World. Uncle Bruce, have you had some work done? Jen looks dapper with that arm candy. Well, I try not to brag about these things. I try to keep things discreet here. Cut the tie talk. Cut the tie talk stock. It's 282. It's 285. Going higher. He needs a travel trailer with bagel wheels. Bruce, does your Tesla have a bagel serving station? If so, does it have a Diet Coke dispenser? Then it went to 283. The other 499 folks in Crescent have no idea what they're in for. They have no idea of the hoopla of all these Uncle Bruce people coming into town and just whooping it up. I mean, the bars in town are just going to be drowning with celebratory champagne bottles everywhere, toasting success. 285 on GameStop. Oh my gosh. Is in Creston. Uncle Bruce is Jen's security detail. There you go. The credit Uncle Bruce probably wears a monocle in public. At restaurants, he orders Grey Poupon. Savage. Heading west on 495, next state, Tennessee, then Arkansas, then Texas, baby. Right on, Freethinker. David Queen, exactly. Gotta run. Take care, Bruce. Thank you, Michael. You take care too, buddy. Bruce does a great rain, man. Yeah. What can I say? Yeah, I'm a very good driver. No stupid questions. You haven't heard mine yet. Wait till oh, no. Bye, Michael. Have a good day. 100, that's a deal. Why wouldn't you just order your own T-shirts from RedBubble and sign those? See, here's the thing. I order shirts from RedBubble, okay? I have to pay what RedBubble charges, plus, except for my royalty. But I got to pay the shipping to get them. It's all, I'm paying a bunch. Then I sign them. Then I sell them to you with shipping. You guys are going to be paying a fortune for these shirts. If I just have them done locally in bulk, and then I sign them, I might be able to get them at a much lower price, which means I can offer them to you at a much better price. But the shipping out of Canada is brutal, man. The postage out of here is just insanity. But what can I say? Game worn by Uncle Bruce. That's right. It's game worn. Don't wash them. Don't wash them. They go up in value. Grape jelly stain and everything. Wear it for 5 days. You get even more money. Think about how the T-shirt business would interrupt curling time. Oh, no. Wally's wrong. Would the grape jelly stain make it even less rare? Oh, no. 283, now 284.60, 284.28. We're up here. Sick, says Freethinker. Have Uncle Bruce sign your bagels. Observe, I know, northeast trip to the southwest trip. Oh, man, crazy. Alex, the journey Freethinker McJones is doing is twice the length of UK. It makes my brain hurt, man. Bottle the scent like the beach, pair it with a fine Merlot, and we're in business. I gotta eat a bagel with all the crumbs smeared on the into the shirt. Really make it authentic, Uncle Bruce's musk. Oh no, my head is spinning. Danger. See, I'm going to be thinking about your response all night. It's like getting a song stuck in my head. Kayla, Alex, I have a friend in the UK who is always amazed by our driving. 7 hours is no big deal for me. That's where you get a cup of coffee after 7 hours and go back. It's no big deal. Alex, I've driven all day within Europe before now, but this is holiday, not everyday life. Alex, also driving through Germany is fun, topping out at 130 mile an hour. Alien, Uncle Bruce, can I buy a call at 15 for $7 in SOFI and exercise it straight away to get the shares? You're not going to get a call at book value. You're going to pay a premium, and then exercising it will cost you just as much money. Then you're just buying it. So just buy it. Don't do that. Kayla. Alex, I've never been. I was supposed to go last summer, but sadly with cover, it was all over with the whole thing was canceled. Alex, damn, you'll have another go. I know driving is very different over here to there. Getting a license in Germany is one of the tougher tests in the world. Mark, Uncle Bruce, how heavily shorted on SOFI are we talking about here? What kind of bad breath we've done, buddy? What kind of short we're talking about here, Uncle Willis? I think 20 plus million shares short on SOFI. Last I recall, it's a share position. There's a short position on SOFI. What have I got? 24 million short. Yeah, 24 million short. Okay, I'm going to bribe Bruce for an autograph with a Tim Hortons gift card. How about that? There you go. What is SOFI at? 21 something, closed at 20. It's trading on the aftermarket 21.13 right now. Okay. It's down to 19 something this morning before the market opened. So we're at 21. We're over 21 now. We're coming back. How about that? Woohoo! At VGAC, 998, something like that. I think it's sort of close to. Okay, what a day! What a day! I would just love to take a trip, says Alex. Alex, yeah, Kayla, I hear you, Kayla. Say, Ona, Uncle Bruce, when do you sleep? What is that? What is that? What does that mean? Sleep? Freethinker, McJones, SOFI, 2117, VGAC, 998. Uncle Bruce, Jen will travel the world. Uncle Bruce, you said 295 GameStop, maybe jump. I can wait till tomorrow. Well, it's 284.80, so Can I say it's going higher? Dovilius, noob question. Let's say my call option at $25 of SOFI expires on January 2022. And theoretically, SOFI that day costs $100 a share to buy on the open market. I have the right to buy 100 at 25 each. Yes, that's right. You do. You can buy them at 25. It's true. All 100 shares, or how many options you got, each option 100 at a time. Yeah. Or if you want, you can sell the contract for the difference in price between 25 and 100 on the open market. Because the reality is, on the last day of that share contract's life, its value is the difference between the price you can buy the stock for, $25, and what it's trading for on the open market, in this case, $100. So on the last day, it might be trading at $75.25 or $75.50. You're better off selling it for $75.25 on the open market, and then take the cash, which is $7,500. Is that right? 75 times 10 is $750. $7,500. The contract's worth $7,500, and you can buy stock with it if you want. So you can buy 750 shares with the $7,500 you got. You could do that commission free, instantly, anytime on Friday or the day before or the day before. What if on Wednesday, the day, a couple days early, the stock's at 100? That contract will probably be $76. Sell it for $7,600, and now you can buy 7,600 shares. Or 76 shares. 76 shares. Yeah, instead of 75 shares, you can buy 76 shares because you get the extra $100. Don't exercise, just sell and buy. Bruce, your answer to AB was excellent. Please, could you make sure you put that in the highlights? Thank you very much. We do what we can. Awesome. Thanks. Can't wait then. 284.80 going higher. Please do not work so much. Then you end up sick or worse. We can't afford that. We need you alive, buddy. We need you healthy. We need you around. We need you motivated. We need you. SOFI at $50 would be a life changer. How rich would you be at $50 on SOFI? Bruce, do you think you would ever go on and talk about these stock analysts like Trey or Matt? Would you ever go on and talk to these guys? Or would I go onto their channel and talk to them about this? Why? Why would I want to do that? I don't understand why I would have to go there. I've been on Trey's channel. I'm not on. I've been on Matt. I've been on whose channel have I been on? Was it Matt's channel? I've been on a couple of them. They actually owe me an appearance. They should come on my channel. They owe me an appearance, but that's another time. Alex, Ona, this is just fun for him. Lives and breathes this stuff. You see how much fun he's having? See, he's having a good time. He's not working. He's having fun. SVT shares are boring compared to contracts. Can't wait to start writing calls in the next months. Now that this fun is gonna be fun too. You're gonna have all kinds of fun. First you're gonna make a ton of money on your calls. Then you're gonna put them into stock. Then you're gonna write options on your stock. You guys are gonna be busy if you hang out with me. Vic, you sound like a busy man. How many hours do you put in? How much sleep do you get? Sounds like you're putting in 18 and trying to sleep 6. So busy, you're probably going to eat while you're working. Wait, you do eat while you're working. I've noticed that. Have you observed, John? He was on Trey's show before. It's true, I was. Thank you, W. Walters, for becoming a new member. Is this great or what? I'm posting here so Bruce will read this in 15 minutes. There you go. 286 on the stock. Well, 284 now. It's pretty good. My dad just texted me. Let's go. 2 words. Poutine burger. Oh, my. Okay, you guys, love you. Love you, Uncle Bruce. I got to go. See you in the AM. Go. GameStop. Go. Love you, Uncle B. We're coming to the end of my show here. We got another member here. Leo George, thank you for becoming a new member of the channel. Right at the end of my day, you guys are joining in. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining in here. We're going to have fun here. Uncle Bruce, I love you. Good night. See you tomorrow. You were on Max Mayer. That's right. I was on Max, not Matt. I was on Max, not on Matt. That's right. Yeah. What kind of? But Tony is saying, Bruce, no, he wasn't talking to you about going on Trey's channel and Matt's channel. He was talking to you about going on television like they went on television. Well, you see, the problem with TV is, and it's not a problem, but the reality of television is, they went on Fox one of them went on Fox, I think Matt, and then Trey went on Fox and CNBC, if I got that right, because I saw those, and way to go, hey, that's great, right? Their channels are exploding. It's fantastic. But I know a number of the guys who watch, the people who watch their channels also watch me, and they kind of watch me, out of the corner of their eye from time to time. But I'm not in the United States. I'm in Canada, and I'm not known as the ape guy. I'm known as kind of an observer person, like a commentator, more of a an interpreter of what's going on. So they may not find me exciting. They also look at my age and go, "That guy's so old. He's so ancient. I mean, look how old that guy is. He has no hair. Oh, we got to have young kids. We got to have those young virile guys on, Maybe if we could get him to wear like a hood, like a mask on his face, maybe then we can put him on. Or maybe we can just put him on a podcast. We'll just get his voice, but we won't put him on the air. He's from Canada. What does he know? He's not even American. So maybe that's another issue. I don't know. I'm not as big either. I only have 99,100 and something subscribers. I don't have 300,000 subs because you guys are obviously not spreading the word like you're supposed to, because it's your job to promote me, We always have fun here, don't we? We do. Poutine burrito. Oh, waffle, that suggestion. Gravy. Yes, there you have it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining Uncle Bruce today. We're at 283.75 on GameStop. Doing all right. AMC at 55.92, up 92 cents. Aftermarket. SOFI, 21.10, hanging around. Let's see what we can do tomorrow. We can make a bunch of money tomorrow. I'm going to be live now twice more today. 7 o'clock Eastern time on Traveling with Bruce for sponsor members over there. 8 o'clock Eastern time, Traveling with Bruce, talking travel and cruise ships. So I got 2 more live shows to do. So join me over in the other channel. Say hi. Say hi to the gang over there. And let's have some more fun tonight. We'll see you tomorrow here at 5:30 my time tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern time for those in the East. What time is it in Europe? Is it 5 hours later? Is it like 1:30? Is it 1:30 or 2:30 Ireland time? Whatever time in the continent and all that. We'll see you. Yeah, we'll be seeing you. 3:30, 4:30. Have a great evening in the meantime, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for all the donations and becoming members. And I love you guys. You guys are great. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We are getting subscribers. We are growing our subscriber base, and we are thrilled about this again as we're going up to 99,157. Keep those subscriptions coming, guys. Let's get back to 100,000 and have another party. I mean, who needs an excuse? Let's just make one. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Later, all. Thank you. Oh, I can make it too later. Thank you. 11 in the evening, says Black X. Right on. Bye, guys. Bye, Uncle B. See you in the morning. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow on this channel. We'll see you later on Traveling with Bruce. Bye for now.